Ah, dang it.
What's happening, YouTube? I don't know if most of you would have figured this out, but I am an avid raver myself, and I have a party to go to, and I thought it'd be really cool to take a mask and throw a bunch of LEDs in it, so that way it would be awesome. I was thinking maybe possibly putting a fan right here, and I got these right here. I thought those would look cool because they're chromy. I hate to take the little thing apart, but I mean, it wouldn't be no big deal. Other than that, I wanted to put like a couple eyes made out of some sort of lens device. That way they kind of have a glowy effect, and then tint the actual mask to where you can't really see my face. But I don't know whether the local parts store would have tint. If not, I could just figure out some way to spray it. I think I got some purple spray somewhere, which would essentially just be purple tint, which would be okay as long as you tint it to where the face is dark. But anyways, today I'm gonna put that together and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, I got the basic essentials. I couldn't find any lenses, but what I was going to use was these flashlight ends to kind of work with eyes. I got a power source for the LEDs, and I was going to put on like a type of dreadlock thing, I guess, and run wires through them and have an LED sticking out the end. So we'll see how far we get. Oh, and I couldn't find any black tint, but I did find the metal cast stuff, which will tint it dark enough. It'll just be purple, which won't look too bad. So first thing I gotta do is figure out how on earth this comes apart. Ooh, looks like a little bit of a screwdriver here. That's interesting. I don't want to lose that. And right there. Give me an opportunity to clean it better. It's a little bizarre. Alright, so now we need to paint this. Alright, got my little paint corner set up, so let's spray just a little bit on, see how it acts. Ooh. That's either gonna look really nice or really crappy. Let's give it a prep coat. Silence, dog. I'm working. I'll probably have to hit this a few times to get it to where it's darkened up. You can see it's kind of working. It's definitely gonna need more than one coat though. Probably 2 or 3. So while that's drying, looks a little high. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a wet coat. just where I can see more clearly. It's definitely bringing it up, so give it one more. Alright, I'll let that dry, and then I'm going to put on another layer. And I think that should do it, because I don't want it so dark that I won't be able to actually see through it. So, alright, I'm going to take a look at these, kind of determine what they are. Kind of a shame they're nice flashlights. Okay, that'll work pretty nice. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna cut them back here and then drill the holes and put them through the mask and have them to where they're about like that. So then have the LED on the inside of the thing, which I guess we can go ahead and do that. That's useless. Guess I really need to figure out what kind of LEDs I have. Here's the power source, which is way heavier than I want, but you got two 6 volts and you combine them over to 12, and this should basically last a long time. And I'm also going to be running a fan, so that way the mask actually has ventilation. But see, in order to make it 24 volts, you jump negative to positive, and then you get 20 or 12. I'm thinking car batteries. I used to have little jumper wires, but I don't anymore, so what can I use? Okay, let's see what we got. What? Oh, freaking way. How could that possibly not work? 6 and 6. Negative to positive. Oh man, I'm screwed. Oh, there it goes. Blinking red. So I don't want to use these. These are actually for the Typhoon. So I'll stuff them in here for now. I don't know. I might use those. It says this one should be just red. Yep, just red. Those are what I want to use for the eyes, which will go in here and in turn shine out. I'm wondering if I shouldn't scuff these to give them more more absorbent towards light. Alright, I got them in a little washer to kind of help with the space, and I got them scuffed up, so I'm going to add Ben Heck's favorite material, which is hot glue, which he has a really awesome YouTube channel. I've actually learned quite a bit from watching his show. And put that in there. Probably have to add some more. Not really. Crap. Alright. Actually, yes, I will. Hot glue. More. Okay. Go. I'm trying to hold it semi-straight. At least until it cools. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these off so I can put them on the mask lay at a later time. Which looks like it's just a simple Phillips screwdriver. And there you go. I'll find some other wheels to put on this thing later, but I just thought the chrome would look really cool if I decide to put an LED in it. But we shall see. I got the first LED in place. Oh, I had it in place. And I'm actually pretty pleased with it. Doesn't look great from the side, but if you look right at it, it is blaring, which is kind of what I want. So I think it'll be for a cool effect. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other ones wrapped up. I got the purple LEDs inside the little chrome wheels, and I just used some excess wire I had from a broken HDMI cable, which has just about the perfect amount of wires, other than it's all in that shielding. But let me pull this apart. Oh man, that's don't look right at all. Alright. This is about, it's probably about good. Let's see how that looks. Also scuffed it up. You can't really see it that well, but if I could just get it to actually hold. I think the chrome will add a nice effect to it. I'll have it as the side pieces. I want the eyes to be red, but I want everything else to be a different color for what little bit it's worth. So I also went ahead and chopped this out. Although I should have done it longer, but I could use this for one side. But I just got to make sure I cut the other side, catty corner the other way, so it conforms to the mask nicely. And I don't think I can actually get it and hold it at the same time. Yeah. Kind of get the idea. Anyways, now I went ahead. I'll just keep going. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and chop this with the Dremel. I'm gonna try to give myself more room than last time. A little bit smoky. Alright, I got the mask all tinted up to where it's a little darker than I would like, but you should be able to see through, but not so much tell who's behind. I got these, which I'm trying to figure out the placement. If you hear them close together, they kind of look more like an actual human's binoculars, but I think if you had them a little further apart, it would look something less human, which I think would look cool myself. So I'm debating on whether to just contour to the mask and glue them straight on, or to drill the holes through, have them through. But I don't know, I keep going back and forth on it. I'm gonna have to drill the holes for the wires, of course, but either way it's got its pros and cons. Okay, I got one eye in, and I just hot glue the other eye in, but placement's extremely important, so this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would be, but it's not exactly where I would like, but I think the functionality would overpower it. But it's definitely proven to be a little bit difficult to get these just exactly right. But it should definitely look cool when it's done. Okay, I got the eyes in place, and I put a little border on it to kind of make it look nicer, even though it still kind of looks like crap, but that's okay because when it's dark and you won't even notice. And put some tape around these to kind of help shine the light out but not in. And yeah, see here, I think I'm ready for that. I need to do the same thing though, to where the light shines out but it doesn't shine in. And we got that one there. And I haven't decided what I'm gonna do for the front. I may be thinking possibly a grill, but I'd like to do a fan, but I'm trying to figure out how I could do that with just having the light shine out. But it'd be nice to have it ventilated, since I got a crap ton of power on those batteries anyway. Alright, basically I got all the lights in place. I decided to use an Xbox button because I thought that'd be pretty cool, and place that one thing in here. I might just leave it open so I can leave the wire running through. But anyways, ready for a test light up to see how it looks. So get a little solder going. Still got to do the dreadlocks, but see how far this works out. This is taking way longer than I thought it would. Okay, make sure those don't cross. Actually, I'll just tape it. And here we go with that one. Let's jam this ground. And there you have it. Looks pretty sweet, actually. Good God, is that green LED that bright? Nice. Just look at it. That'll look cool. It's a little bit more color than I wanted, but I think considering It's gonna be like a party. I'd rather it be less scary and more like electronica, I guess. So let's see if I can get started on doing these. Alright, I think I did come up with a solution. I had these laying around, which they go in the end of a phone charger, but they're about the perfect size for an LED to fit through. So what I had thought is you use a little hot glue. You do that. Oh, hot. Who would have known? The hot glue is hot. Put it in there. And then you take the end of what I'm using for dreadlocks, which are basically wire wrap, and you stick that right there. And then you fill that with glue. And then you do your wider lengths and bring it up to the mask, and then you got essentially what looks like dreadlocks, only they're more springy. But I use this because it's light. I don't want to make the mask too heavy. Alright, I've been racking my brain, but I think I got an ideal solution to mount the dreadlocks to where they're still comfortable. And the idea I had was to poke a hole through these and then just zip tie it straight onto that. So I'll just make a simple hole and I'll give it a little bit. Do it with my soldering iron again with the smoke. I'll actually probably do two to kind of help it stand up. Okay. And I don't think I can really puncture the rubber. That's the other thing too, is you gotta be somewhat careful as to not ruin them for what little bit it's worth. Alright, that's plenty strong, so I'm thinking the first one I'll put right on top. Should probably be right there, so I'll just punch 4 holes in the rubber. Holy crap, that stuff is stout. Three and 4. And ow, sucker's hot. Just run that through there like so. There's one. And then there's 2. And we'll make sure we got them in the right one. So I kind of want them standing up for... Oh, I totally botched that. That's alright though, because we can... I think we can... No, we can't. You have to do it right. And I need a mini screwdriver so I can cheat and pop this zip tie. Let's try this again, and let's do it the right way. There we go. There's one. And there is 2. There you have it. We got the first one on, so I'm hoping once it's no straps down, it'll kind of stick up some for what little bit it's worth. But let's go ahead and get them all mounted, and then we'll worry about the wiring. Alright, basically I got the springy dreads on, and what the light was is the tint filament actually peeled off, but I just threw some super glue under it and it stuck right back on. So lastly, I need to run wires through these into the LEDs and wire it all up, and then I'm gonna figure out how to mount the power source. And I mean, obviously it's probably gonna have to be on a belt or backpack. And then after that, we'll try it out. Alright, basically I got a bunch of this thin cable that came out of the HDMI. You wire it up to this, and then you loop it back to the helmet, and should be able to bring it up with all the other wires. So oh no. Why would that, ouch, be acting up? Oh, it's because I got a bunch of plastic with it. Yeah, that'll definitely make things not good. Okay, basically I got all the dreads done. I got the wires ran to the LEDs, and then I just got to hook everything up here and do a drop cord down to a belt which will hold the power supply for the mask. So I got these all stripped, and I need to tie them together and solder them. Alright. On another note, I got a bunch of super glue in my hair, which is a first, but I guess I should have been more careful. So I'll solder these to that. Those are all the negatives. Tin this a little bit more. Ouch. Straighten them up for a little bit's worth. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and chop the negative. I'm going to give these a better tin. Oh, come on. And for starting out such a simple project, it sure did turn into a long and drawn out process. This is gonna be difficult. One. Piece of junk. Nice big slab of solder. There's two. Alright, let's gonna go ahead and take that. You know, one thing I didn't really consider is that these will work off of 6 volt instead of 12. And that, and I had one red LED mixed in with all the greens, but I ain't gonna worry about it. But I think I may just run a 6 volt instead because it'll be lighter than the 12 volt. But anyways, I'll get this wrapped up. Alright, basically I got the little power thing strapped to a belt loop and a little makeshift switch on the side. So it won't be completely dark when I go do my ravens, but it won't focus. There you have it. Got some awesome party dreads. Got some crazy glowing eyes, and it looks to be like a respirator type device. But anyways, hope you enjoyed me watching or doing this little project. Sorry, I'm tired. And hopefully I'll have some more cool projects up soon. Thanks again for watching. Peace out.